talk much because I'm going to finish up my book. So.
Cool.
About an hour left of reading time. Well, 54 minutes apparently. So.
You heard it here first, folks. 53 minutes. We're going to time her, shall we?
No.
Well, I mean, you brought it up.
This is what my Kindle is saying now.
When that timer hits 54:47, she better have finished that book. Just saying. Also, good evening. Good evening, and how the devil are ya? Oh shit. Controller's going nuts again, help! Stupid 25-year-old technology. It's amazing and still works perfectly fine and is fantastic and just does weird shit like that every now and then. Good evening, how are you?
What technology are you talking about?
PS2 controller.
Oh, I was just like, what the fuck do you have that's that old? But then I realized...
I got loads of stuff that's that old.
But, yeah,
I've got a Dreamcast, I got a PS2.
I just forget about the consoles, I don't know.
Got a PS1 somewhere.
I also think just you calling the PS2 like 25 years old is just like, ugh.
Oh yeah. Well, it's 26 this year.
It just, when you say that, like, I know it's an old console, but like, my brain just doesn't realize that it's over 20 years old at this point. Like, closer to being 30 years old than it is to 10 years old.
By the rules of language, it is retro.
That is so weird.
Like, the PS2 is retro. I mean, fucking PS3 turns 20 years old this year.
Really?
Yeah, 2006.
Fucking hell. That's so weird.
I know. We don't need to hear from Maria right now. Good evening. Yes, welcome to that heart-stopping realization about childhoods and technology and how we seem to be all gradually getting older and older.
How was the PS4?
2014, 2013, I think. So, like 12 or 13 years. I don't know. I'm going to have to Google this. I gotta know now. This non sequitur brought to you by Aging. PS4. Get one for only £100 now. Nice. Is the PS4 worth it today? Yes, it is.
Yeah. There's so many amazing games on it.
What happened to Wikipedia? Why am I not getting Wikipedia? I don't want shopping.
Has it, like, shut down or something now?
When? When did it come out? 2013. So it is the 29th of November 2013. So by November it will be 13 years old. It'll be old enough to go work in the mines.
That is crazy to me. Like, what the fuck? That's like, our niece is younger than that.
I know. In fact, no, so I got mine in 2017, so mine's a year younger than her.
Mine's quite old at this point. I'm surprised it's still kicking, to be honest. It's like lasted a very long time.
Yeah, mine was actually pretty new when we first met.
Yeah, mine's quite old. I got it when Until Dawn came out. So, whenever that was, I think it was 2014, 2015 maybe, I can't remember.
And mine was an Until Dawn PS4. It came with it.
I wanted a PS4 because I saw that game being advertised.
2015.
I saw that game being advertised on TV of all things. It was just like an afternoon. I saw it. I was like, what is this? So I googled it and I was just like, oh, it's a PS4. I don't have one of those, so I put it on my Christmas list.
See, I had my eye on a PS4 because of Bloodborne, oddly enough. Bloodborne was the console seller for me, followed by Final Fantasy 15. And I saw it was the Super Best Friends playing Until Dawn that made me go, oh, I should probably get that. So when the opportunity came that I could finally buy myself a PS4, I bought one that came bundled with Until Dawn, and then I also got Bloodborne. So that was the first two games I ever had on it. The first one I played was Bloodborne, and I still haven't played Until Dawn.
I got Until Dawn and GTA 5, like everyone else.
Yeah, I didn't get GTA 5 until way later.
The GTA 5, I struggled with it at first. I think because I was really out of crack practice with GTA games because they handle really weird, like specifically that franchise. Like it's very ragdolly and weird. So like, I just couldn't play it very well, so I had to lie to my mum and say that, yeah, I was having fun because she asked me how the games were and stuff, and if I was happy and everything. It's like, yeah, it's great, but inside I was just like, I can't fucking play GTA. Am I even a gamer anymore?
You just needed some time.
Yeah, after a while I became quite good at it, but again, I'm out of practice with it now, so I'm bad at it again. But it's more like I'm better at games in general now, so like, even though it has like kind of a weird way of like controlling characters and stuff, because it's ragdolly but also kind of stiff at the same time. I'm more kind of used to how different games handle like controllers and things like that and movement. So if I played it now, I'd probably still be out of practice, but I wouldn't be as it wouldn't be as jarring to me.
Well, that is the only one that we don't currently have installed on the PC, but I have been thinking about replaying it myself lately, so I might free up some space because it's so fucking big.
I know a lot of people don't really care for the story of GTA 5, but I really like it. I think it's quite fun.
It amuses me. I like that character who is so memorable, the one who's not Trevor or Franklin.
Michael.
That one, yeah.
He's like a Sopranos character.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, yeah, I like him because he's... Speaking of, at some point, we will be playing that.
That'll be quite funny, I reckon.
I'm looking forward to it.
You should play that for your stream. That would be fun.
That's the point. I am going to play for the stream. But I want to finish rewatching it again so that I can be a lot more like re-educated on it and be just like... everyone in PS2 quality.
That's really funny.
Fucking love The Sopranos.
I can't believe all of the actors from the show are actually voicing their characters. I find that crazy.
Yeah.
Because like it's just really funny because you would assume that they would just get some good imitators. Because I've seen people on TikTok.
No, you can't copy the likes of any of them except for that one guy on TikTok who's really.
I was trying to say before you interrupted me. And so like there are good imitators.
I was watching the TV. That's Scrappy Doo. He keeps watching me. He says I owe him money.
It's really good.
Yes.
Honestly, it's dead on. Like I'm like, is that fucking reincarnation of him? What the hell?
You eat the goblin meat?
It is like shockingly good. I was like,
Show
do
me
you
a
do
bag.
this for a living? You should if you don't.
Show me a bag of goblin toes. Tony, you don't eat goblin toes. That's like the worst part of the goblin. He seemed pretty reputable. Tony, that was a goblin butcher. He's selling tainted goblin meat.
Honestly, this sounds as if it sounds stupid, but I'm just like, that was probably maybe a deleted scene from the show because, like, the first episode
yeah, because
talks about...
they're always talking about goblin meat.
I mean, I'm just saying
and
the first
Scrappy Doo.
Shut up!
No!
I'm just saying the first episode talks about, like, it's Tony talking to Cerebus about a fucking duck penis. So, like, it would fit in with the show, to be fair.
Yeah, but not. Scrappy Doo came out of the TV. Now he's threatening me for money. I think I can smell it. I think he's nearby. Anyway, aside from that very, very long-winded non sequitur, good evening. Welcome. My name is NJ Finch. This is the TARDIS tent where we talk about all sorts of weird shit like The Sopranos.
And he's a bitch who talks over me even though he gets really irritated when I do it to him.
You want to do this now? You want to do this now? Do you want to do this now?
Yeah, see what I'm married to, folks. Chode.
Talk to you after the street.
Okay.
But yeah, where did I get to? When you interrupted me.
About what?
I don't know, what was I saying?
You were like just introducing the stream.
Yes, my name's NJ Finch, TARDIS tent. Silent Hill 2. That's that's how it's going. That's what's happening here. Obviously, glorious wife Paige, who's rude and interrupts me, doesn't like it when I do it back to her. See how easily that can be turned around. Yeah.
Darling husband.
Yes. Beloved wife. I love you. It's true though. I do love her more than anything.
I hope so, because if you didn't love me after like 7 months of marriage, I think something had gone wrong, you know.
I think if I didn't love you after, well, when was it? How long was it when the expressions began?
I don't remember. 8 years maybe.
Oh, it's like a couple of months.
No,
No, it was September when we first started saying I love you and such. Started talking in September. It was in the November we were together. So yeah, less than 2 months.
I thought you meant just like in general, like overall relationship.
Oh, you mean 7 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I meant like how long into us talking. Yeah.
I just found it really confusing the way you asked the question.
Fair enough. My brain's not fully engaged just yet, as you can probably tell. You've still got 42 minutes to finish your book.
Stop counting down.
It's not my fault. You're the one who said there was a time limit.
No, I didn't.
You said 54 minutes.
Shut up.
Yes. We're very much off topic, but that's fine.
Like Pat Page right now.
Am I Paige?
No, I am.
Can I be Paige?
No. You're Pat. You're ginger.
You were going to say fat and ginger, weren't you? You were going to say you're fat and you're ginger. And balding. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, I love Pat. I love Paige. And I might be fat. And I might be balding. And I might be ginger. You can't just sit there and go, you're fat and balding and ginger. That's just... Silent fucking Hill. Silent Hill. Yes. We're done with the hospital. Let's fucking move on. You know when you know someone so well, you know what's being said in the silence. Oh, Maria's dead. I couldn't protect her. This melancholic moment when Paige is laughing her ass off. Once again, I couldn't do anything to help. Laura has run off somewhere. Mary, what should I do? I should stop my wife from laughing at me. Are you really waiting for me somewhere?
I thought that I was hiding it well because I
or is this your way of
taking
taking?
I was like, is that too...
So you actually were as well.
No!
I'm only going to find Mary. It's the only thing I have left to hope for.
I was going to just say chubby because it sounds as mean.
Yeah, so you pause because you're like, well, I want to say fat, but fat would be rude, so I'll say chubby instead. But then I beat you to the punch and said the actual thing you were thinking.
Well, I like your belly.
I know you do. It is very dark. See what I live with. See what I love unconditionally. Oh, the nurses are out. I hope so. The nurses have escaped from the hospital. Stuff, floor drink, and a first aid kit. Excellent. Yeah, so Marie is dead. That sucks. We're sad. I think. But we still got to keep finding Mary. Laura's fucked off because she's an annoying brat. Ooh, what's these? Handgun bullets. Jesus Christ. I forgot how much ammo's in this game. You know, I'm starting to wonder about... fuck you. Oh, and another one. I'm starting to wonder about survival horror games and their ammo limitations, because some of them certainly don't seem to be going that way. Like, I finished the first ending for Silent Hill F the other day, which was very fucking good, and I've already dived into where am I going? I've already dived into get some more at the other endings. And I ended that game with like 14,000 faith points or whatever it's called. like the little upgrade currency, because I just wasn't using items, because by the end I'd gotten a pairing of email that were just so ridiculously overpowered together that literally fighting healed me. So that was fun. But yeah, the story is great. The atmosphere is fantastic, although it did stop being scary once I was fully used to it. Although it does still occasionally make me jump, which is quite nice. Startled the dog with it the other day, actually. She was not expecting me to suddenly scream. Or pretend to scream.
Yeah, she kept staring at you every time you do it. She's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Father, why are you making noise? You're the quiet one.
The thing is, our household is usually pretty quiet, so like when one of us is like fucking around and it's a bit louder than normal, she's just like, what's happening?
I'm not used to... My god, is that more ammo? It is.
It's like when we take her to my mum and dad's, and because my dad is a really loud person, she's just like looking around, it's just like, what's happening? Like, you can hear him from like across the side of the house, and it's like, because the house is pretty big, so like, he's just so loud, whereas my mum is not, so it's just really funny to see him react, like, what's going on, you know?
And he likes to fuck around with her and like tell her off jokingly for things. And she'll just be sat there shouting at him and he'll just be laughing. Because he thinks she's cute, even though he wouldn't admit it. Let's not turn off my light. I'm in a tunnel. What's in here? Is it horrors beyond imagination? Oh, it's a gate. Well, that sounds like horrors beyond imagination. Oh. I'm back here. Letter... wrench? I don't know.
We had pancakes for dinner.
Oh yes, it's pancake day.
And Nathan made them and they were amazing.
I'm glad that you enjoyed them.
Like, they were perfect, they were nice and thin and they were like golden on top and bottom.
I try my best for my wondrous wife.
I had chocolate chips in mine and I also had
Oh, hello.
Nathan had
It was pretty good.
we both had one each. I'm originally going to have like two each, but I'm just like, like pancakes are like the same. Like even if you have really thin ones like we did, it's still just like, it feels like a lot of food, even though it's not really, but...
Yeah, I mean, it was... Pancakes are weirdly filling.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just the flour, maybe, like the... I don't know, like, I would assume so, right?
Most likely, yeah.
Because they are, like, you know, starchy things to eat, so I'm assuming that's probably what it is.
Starchy messes.
Yeah, I was just, like,
first
amazed you could get them so perfect. Because I've made, like, loads of pancakes in my time, but they never, like, turn out that good. And I always get the consistency quite wrong, regardless of how many times I do it. Like, it's kind of like cooking eggs. It's kind of something you have to keep practicing, otherwise they'll always turn out different every single time.
I think the thing that amused me was your shock at my flip.
Yeah.
I was like, do you think I could flip it? And then flipped it, and she's just like, what?
Yeah, because it was a perfect flip. I was just like, wow, I didn't know people could actually do that well. Like, obviously, people can, but it's more common that it doesn't end up that way.
Honestly, I was expecting it to just go all over the floor, but apparently I wasn't that out of practice. So how much fucking ammo do I have now? So I have 4 floor drinks, 2 first aid kits, 4 ampoules, 206 additional rounds of pistol ammo on top of the 10 in the gun, 74 shotgun shells. Wow, we are fucking equipped.
I don't know if anyone's aware, but it is currently Pancake Day in the UK, so that's why we have pancakes for dinner.
Yes.
It's also known as Shrove Tuesday, if that helps anyone to understand what that means.
I'm sure people know.
Because I was googling it, and Pancake Day isn't a thing in the US, so...
Wait, is it not? I thought they were way more religious than we are.
They have, like, things that are, like, similar to it, but it's not called Pancake Day there.
Although I suppose they don't make pancakes like we do as well, so...
Yeah. Like, it is like a global celebration, but it's not the same thing in every country, and it's got different names.
Oh my god.
So.
Are you fucking serious? More ammo. Wow. Hello. So, I completely forgot to mention this, but the kind of attack you do depends on how hard you press the attack button. Because I always forget that the PS2 had like haptic controls. So bizarre. So rarely utilized. Happy burger. When you could moida a toiki boiga in New York. Rifle shells? I don't even have a rifle. Also, yes, that's a wonderful, horrifying sound. What the fuck is this? Rifle shells and a first aid. I have paint kits for boats I ain't even known. Hello, nurse. Bye-bye, nurse. Nope, she saw me. She unhappy now. What's this? More shit. Shotgun shells, and oh, I thought I was trapped, but I'm not. Maybe I should actually start using the guns. It seems pretty insistent. Fuck me. What difficulty do I have this on? I think it's on easy. I've seen. Not there. No way, no how. No clue. 86. 8 rifle rounds. Ain't even got a rifle. So, spoiler alert, we're gonna get a rifle at some point. Although I did fail to get the rifle in Silent Hill 1. So who knows, maybe I'll do the same again here. Not that it would probably matter. Where are we right now? Flower shop. I think I've gone way off course, haven't I? So where am I supposed to be going? Rosewood Park. That's it, isn't it? The Historical Society. Just see the blanket vibrating violently.
Yeah, when she does that, it always looks like there's someone like doing something nefarious.
Someone's having a wank.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's why I laugh every time she does that.
I was going to accuse you, but then I saw that it was nowhere near you, so I was like, oh, okay. I'd be like, please, now is not the time to masturbate. Furiously.
What would you actually say if I was masturbating while you were streaming?
If you're doing it in here, I'd ask you to stop because that could get me banned.
I never would just say it.
Oh, I know. You think I was worried that might be on your to-do list?
No, I just was curious to see what actually happened. But I wanted to reassure you and also, watching that I would never do that. 'Cause it's also kind of like creepy. It's like because no one watching your stream or anything is consenting to that, so it's also really
to say the least. No. Everything's so far away. It's a stain. I thought it was something interesting on the floor. Oh, health items. Floor drink. Hamgun bullets. Vachs Road. That was a very squelchy sounding enemy just then. Oh yeah, this is the road down which the thing is. This is where we got a handy dandy piece of wood. Our wife wood. Oh, it's all blocked off now. It's because it's night time. The tunnel has to go to sleep now. Don't disturb the tunnel. How did I run past that? Weird. We go in. Anything exciting? No, no more gifts. Finally a sensible place. Not trying to drown me in bullets. Oh, action normal, okay. That'll be why we're fucking drowning. Oh, look, more stuff. Floor drink. Oh, a hole. Can't go there. I don't think we can go back through the apartments, can we? And would we even want to? So I think I need to go back. It's basically just a massive waste of time that has just resulted in us being way too overpowered. Hello. Bye-bye. Such threatening creatures that I can just run around. Not to diminish the power of the scary horror nurses. But yes, anyway. How have you all been? I hope you've been having a week. A good one, too. Sorry, it seems to have taken a while to get to that point, but I've been having fun with my wife. Who is my favourite person to have fun with?
I would hope so.
You are. You've heard it here first. You and everyone else.
I always find it really funny when it's like, yeah, marriage is complicated and hard and like never says anything really like good about it. It's just like, you married your bestie, why are you upset about it?
Like, I fucking love the fact that I wake up every morning next to my best friend. It's so cool.
Like, I get that obviously it can be harder as time goes on, especially like if you've been married a long time, obviously, because you would have been through so much together by then.
Yeah.
So obviously I get that, and I won't fully understand it until we're at that stage. But like,
Yeah, of course.
it's just still really be like a net positive, right? Like it shouldn't be something you like say mostly kind of negative things about, even if you are struggling, because it should still be something that is a positive thing in your life and not something that you're struggling with, you know?
Yeah.
Because they should be someone who's supportive of you, hold each other up, you know, and you're always there for each other and you look after each other, because that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to be, like, marriage, like, when it comes to, like, the basic stuff, it's supposed to be about, like, having someone to look after you when you need them to, or someone, you choose someone that will look after you for as long as is, like, within their ability, you know?
Yeah. Stand by you through all of life's trials and suffer your losses with you and celebrate your wins with you.
Yeah. I guess the whole point of marriage,
Yeah.
like, even if you don't necessarily, you're not in love with someone, like, maybe it's an arranged marriage or something like that, or you need, like, a visa or something like that. Like, even if you're marrying someone for those reasons, you should still pick someone who will be supportive of you and will be there for you, even if there's no, like, romantic feelings involved and it's just actually, like, paperwork so that you can live in a certain country or something.
Yeah.
It should still be someone that you are connected to and you can trust and rely on, like you can't with other people to, like, that degree anyway.
Also, that weird door to darkness was open now, so I was able to cut through here. Just to mildly swing back to this particular topic. But yeah, so I was talking to someone not long ago, and they made the comment that, like, you know, they miss days from our youth where you would, like, stay up all night playing video games and sleep over with your friends and such. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, that is what life is. Like, I get to sit around and play my stupid video games and have a sleepover with my best friend every night, and, like, it doesn't get boring.
Even when we just in bed together reading and peanuts like some
Yeah, or sat in here reading, and I'm curled up in my chair, you're curled up in yours, just doing nothing.
Like, I find the quiet moments the best moments.
Yeah, me too.
And I think people who have been married a long time probably would say, well, it's something you should feel like is something you're comfortable with, and probably they should feel like the best parts of your marriage, because, like, it's not going to be exciting all of the time, or even some of the time. So, like the quiet moments should be something you both, like, feel satisfaction from, otherwise the marriage probably isn't going to last, because, like, most of the time it's not going to be super exciting with loads of stuff happening, you know, with, like, certain milestones, or, like, if you fall pregnant if you're just trying for a baby or something like that. Like, those are exciting moments, but it's like most of the time your marriage isn't going to be that way. And I have, like, spoken to people who have been married, like, several decades, like Uncle Dan, for example, and, like, he says, yeah, it's not really something that should be exciting all the time. Like, if you expect that, it probably won't last that long.
I mean, I mean, you're living your life together. Life is not always exciting events. Life is mundanity. Life is getting up, going to work, coming home, and monging out in front of a games console or with a book in your hand or listening to music. Like you say, every day is not an adventure. Every day is not an exciting event. And being able to share those quiet moments, those down days, those mundane things together in joy is what makes your ideal person. And I love being able to just share a quiet evening together or go shopping together or shoot the shit about the noises outside together. Like, it's just wonderful. Not to be too soppy and over the top about my feelings, but I just love living life with you and doing it together. And of course, the adventurous times, the times when you do stuff, go places and all that kind of stuff, that is all the more wonderful for being able to do that with the person you care about most in the world. Because just being with you makes every fun day out all the more exciting.
Yeah, like when we went to the cinema like to watch 20 Years Later, the Bone Temple, like it was so much fun. Like, I had a great time.
Me too. I'm looking forward to when the next one comes out. We'll be doing it again.
Hopefully it won't be too long.
I'm sure there'll be other things between now and then anyway.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, the part 1 and part 2 of the movies were pretty close together, so hopefully it's not going to be too long. But I don't think they filmed the third one at the same time.
No, they didn't. They only did the first 2.
Yeah, so it's going to be a bit longer, but it'll be worth the wait, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's Danny Boyle again, so... Danny Boyle and Alex Garland teaming up.
Is anyone going to go watch Wuthering Heights?
Oh, yeah, so... Therein lies something else I've been up to lately. Aside from Silent Hill F, I finished reading the first Familiar book and started reading Wuthering Heights. And today's lunch break saw me finishing chapter 11 and 12, I think it was. And I've got to say, I really like that book. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying it. Everyone is such a dick. I've gotten to the point where Heathcliff's just come back from running away. And I'm just... There was a brief moment where I was just like, oh, hell yeah, he's back. Even though he's only been gone for 10 pages. But I was genuinely thrilled at the prospect of this dick returning to come throw everyone's lives into chaos.
Did you read the puppy scene?
No. Not
It
well.
was early on in the book.
So I've read a scene with a puppy where 2 kids were crying because they wanted to pet the puppy and they couldn't do it together apparently. But beyond that, no, I don't know what you're on about.
Okay, I'm not gonna say, but yeah.
Because that was the scene where Kathy winds up getting bitten because they're hanging around skulking in outside a neighbor's house. And they're watching the kids inside fight over a puppy. And then obviously she winds up being kidnapped for five weeks, which is so fucking bizarre. Like, who just holds a girl in their house for 5 months and no one gives a fuck?
Something I've noticed with classic literature, earlier than 20th century, is that sometimes random shit happens in the books, and it's just like, what's going on? Why is this happening? Why are people acting like this is normal? It's just sometimes weird random shit happens, and then people just don't speak about it again. I'm just like, that's weird. I always felt like it was restricted to an altar or something, but it's kind of a common thing that happens in 18th, 19th century literature, or even older than that. And it's like, what the fuck was that about?
I mean, considering that it was so important as well, because it was literally the thing that made Kathy less feral as a child. You'd have thought that it would have more importance to it, but obviously her dad's dead, and her brother doesn't give a fuck about her, so other than Heathcliff, who no one likes, I suppose it makes sense that no one was particularly distraught by her absence, but no one remarks upon it either. It's just oh, Heathcliff's just throwing a fit, being a moody little child because his favourite person's not there. But no one else gives a fuck, and was just like, the house is so much quieter now. Something's missing, but I don't know what it is.
I remember when I was reading the book, like a few years ago that I actually did kind of relate to Heathcliff in a way because like not the cruelty side thing, but him being like just him being like mixed race and not feeling like he fits in with like people that he's close to who are all white, and he doesn't really know where he fits in because like I am like mixed race, but the vast majority of my family members are white. So like I often felt as if like I wasn't really entirely like fitting in with my family, and like if I said that to them, they would be like, well, that's just silly. Like we love you because you are family and we care about you, but like just internally, I always felt like I just didn't really fit in. I don't know. Like it's a weird thing when like aside from you, like my sister and Natalie, my biological mother, like aside from that, we were the only like mixed race like people in my family until like my sister. It was always just weird. Like so, I always like related to Heathcliff because I'm just like, yeah, I get what you're feeling. But it's kind of like a bit of a complicated. It's really what they are. I care about you. Happy cares about me. Sometimes it's not really about that. Like other people can love you who you're close to, who you work with, but like it still feels like you're not really fully accepted at this point.
At least you were just immediately treated as the Hand.
No. I probably would have if it was a different like time. I probably wouldn't have really been accepted in family at all if it was like, I don't know, 18th century England and I was like a mixed race girl, like with a family of white people. Like, what is this demon's born?
You will always be accepted and welcomed by me. And my family.
It's funny because, like, your grandmother has never even said anything about my skin, right? Because, like, she does comment on that, like, from other people and stuff like that, but she's never said it to me or anything, which is interesting. Like, she doesn't tend to have a filter, so I'm kind of impressed that she hasn't said it.
Yeah, I mean, when I first, like, showed her pictures of you, she was like, obviously, the first thing she said is, wow, she's gorgeous, and then started comparing you to that Meghan Markle, which at the time I was like, I have no idea who the hell that is, what are you talking about? Obviously I know better now.
I like nothing like Meghan Markle if anyone's wondering.
But, yeah, that's probably just my nan's worldview showing more than anything. But, like, she's never had an issue with you, like, she's always thought you were gorgeous.
I think it makes me sound as if like I would be bothered if she did say something, but I think as I wouldn't, because like she's similar to my mum, who is in her 70s and like is like casually racist, but not because it's not like malicious intent. She's just of a generation where she is casually racist.
Yeah, it catches you off guard.
Yeah, like, the thing is, she was in a relationship with a black man, and that's how Natalie, my biological mother, came into the world and stuff, so it's not as if she never had like a serious relationship with someone black or anything.
It's not like she's like staunchly racist in the I hate all black people kind of way, because like
no.
She would be the biggest hypocrite for being that way.
It's literally just casual racism that is like common with certain generations, where it's not like ill intent. They don't hate other people. It's literally just.
You should just say something every now and then that make you go, whoa.
It's just ignorance, really, and it's not like something. They don't mean harm when they say it. They just think they're correct for saying it. When like the world has moved like very far on from how we talk about people of a certain race, but obviously they're older, so they haven't really caught up with that, and obviously it's the same with millennials, where we still like stick to certain things and will never like fully change in a certain way because people don't. They still have like quirks of generations, and like casual racism from like people who are born in like the 40s and the 50s. It's just how they are, and I've just kind of accepted it. Like, because I've grown up around elderly people the most of my life, so, and I've been around them most of the time, rather than people who are younger than that. So I'm kind of more used to how they think and feel and stuff like that without being offended by it, because there is no point, and it's not meant to hurt people or harm them. So I'm just like, yeah, okay. Like, I will like say something if they're getting a bit out of hand about it, but like they usually tend to be quite embarrassed when you bring it up, because they were just like, oh, I didn't mean anything by it, and they are being generally serious when they say that. But people of our generation, like, if they say, oh, I didn't mean it, like, they definitely did mean it in a nasty way, you know?
Sorry, just a thing coming. Victim of persecution by Thurston's and Jenny Carroll lived with pride and honour. What happened here shall never be forgotten. No idea what that's supposed to be. What's this? Ground is raised up only here. Could there be something under here? Will you dig? Yeah, like, she's not hateful. That's the main thing. It's like you say, there's a big difference between someone saying something with the intent to hurt and upset, and someone who just casually says something from like a misguided, uneducated point of view.
Yeah, I mean, like, your grandmother doesn't have formal education anyway, and she's...
Small metal boxes fastened by bolts. I can't open the lid.
And she, like, finished primary school, and that's about it, like...
Yeah.
I think you said, yeah. Like, so, and she also grew up in like a rural, like, village sort of thing that was made up of just white people. So it's like, I get it. Like, I don't take any offense to her, like, with having certain views, because of course she has those views, that sort of like environment.
Yeah. The point is, she's more. Well, I mean, she's not anymore because she doesn't even bring it up. But she was more excited by the prospect of meeting someone who, or spending time with someone who wasn't white, than the idea of shunning you for not being white. But obviously now she just loves you as her extra granddaughter.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing to do with your race or background or anything like that. She just loves you.
Yeah, I've never really felt that way from her anyway. She doesn't bring it up to me or anything.
No, I don't think she has said anything like that in a good old while.
And I love her too, so... Like, sometimes she just randomly calls me and says, is everything okay? You're right. She's like, yeah,
yeah. Because again, she's a woman of a certain generation where that's just what you do. You just call people and talk to them for a bit.
And sometimes, like, she calls us when it's late at night, like 10 or 11 o'clock, and it's like, what's wrong? What's happening?
She's just like, oh no, I just remembered I saw this thing on TV. I was wondering if you saw it. No, you know I don't watch TV. This is a thing we have been saying for 20 years.
And then, like, when the phone conversation is over, or something, she gave me a good fucking heart. She's, like, calling me at 11, 12 o'clock in the, like, at night, when it's, like, people our age simply don't do that, because, like, it's usually same as an emergency, because it's calling you so late at night. Whereas, like, it should be a cut-off.
You still get the heart attack. I'm so used to her antics that it doesn't even affect me like that anymore. There will come a time when she'll say something truly horrific, like so-and-so has died, and I'll just be like, oh no. But you're still fresh with this whole,
Yeah.
It's 1 a.m. She's calling because she just saw a news thing about something cats in Afghanistan or something and wanted to tell you. And you happened to be awake at the time, so it all worked out.
Yeah. It's just like my nan also does that, I think, with my dad, where she will call late at night and it's like, and my mom's just like, there's no fucking outside, what's up? Like, but nothing's wrong, she just felt lonely and wanted to chat, or she wanted to talk to my dad about something briefly, and it's like, why is she calling at 11 o'clock at night? It's like,
and then your mum will go, weather! You need to teach your mum weather.
It's not necessarily a rule to, like, stop calling people at a certain time, but it's more like an unspoken agreement, because...
It's just polite.
Like, that, but also, like, it's usually, you only call someone late at night, either you want a booty call, or, like, you need an emergency or something.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I never made my booty calls that late at night.
No, but it's typically a common thing with people where they will message or call someone late at night because they want to phone.
A booty call is an early evening phone call.
Old man.
You know, just after dinner. and everyone's happy and at peace.
What's your after eights?
After eights, yeah.
Those are delicious.
After eights and booty calls.
You don't like after eights, do you?
I don't.
They're delicious.
If you really want to see Mary, you should just die. But you might be heading to a different place than Mary, James. Ooh.
I love fondant chocolates. Like, it's such an English thing. I feel like just like having chocolate like on fondant stuff is delicious though. Like old school like English chocolate sort of thing. Because like it's mostly just like fondant with like a thin coating of chocolate, and it's more like saving on money, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah, something like that. Is this not where I need to be? I'm gonna guess not. I need something to open that box. Oh, 5230.
Stop it.
What's this? More fucking health shit. Or handgun bullets. 9 health floor drinks. 8 first aid kits. 6 ampoules. 296 handgun bullets. 104 shotgun rounds. And 12 rifle shells.
Isn't it a survival horror? Why are they giving you so much bullets?
This is why I keep asking that question. It is nuts.
Like, to have that much ammo for like several guns is insane for survival horror.
Like I said, I got bullets for guns I ain't even got.
I don't understand why they give you so much.
Especially when you have so many melee weapons. Kick it. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. You can't kick it. Oh, what's that? Could it be floor drink? I hope I could survive this horror. Pick up the floor drink, James. Thank you. I have genuinely forgotten where I gotta go. I'm sure that those places were circled after the hospital for some bizarre reason. Letter wrench. Is that a thing that's already done? I don't even remember. Oh, they coming. Hello, nurse. This is... Okay. Cafe Texas, maybe. Oh, what's this? When you get when you get a camera angle, it's worth a look. Letter wrench. It was being literal. Or perhaps you are a fool. The truth usually betrays people. A part of that abyss is the old society. The key to the society is in the park, at the foot of the praying woman inside of the ground, inside of a box. To open it, I need a wrench. My patient buried it there. I knew, but I did nothing. It made me uneasy to have such a thing near. I wasn't looking for the truth. I was looking for tranquility. I also saw that thing. I fled, but the museum was sealed as well. Now no one dares to approach that place. If you still do not wish to stop, James, I pray to the Lord to have mercy on your eternal soul. The letter was addressed to me. I got a wrench. Hooray. We got there eventually. Now I gotta go all the way back. Back to Cat Street. Wasted again in Marijuanaville. We gonna run downtown like this, following the line.
So since you're reading Wuthering Heights, right, you read enough about Kathy. How miscast do you find Margot Robbie for her character?
Well, she's not blonde, so there's that. Although, I suppose considering that Margot Robbie is like most well known these days for playing Harley Quinn, that kind of works in her favour. Because Kathy is basically just a wild child feral monster who's good at pretending not sometimes when she gets a bit older. So in that respect, so long as she's playing her with that sort of almost but not quite Harley Quinn level of like sass and bulliness, then maybe not so bad, but definitely not blonde. Because again, there is actually a line where she talks about her husband's sister and how she's envious that she's blonde and she isn't. The sister's blonde and she isn't.
The problem is really more the age, not the hair colour. But...
Well, I mean, I haven't gotten to that point in the book yet.
Kathy is
So she's 22 where I currently am.
Yes, Margot is in her 30s, but she also looks very mature in the face. Like, she has, like she's always kind of looked much older than what she actually is, even when she was in her mid-20s.
She's a few years older than What's-His-Face, too.
Yeah.
I know this, because Margot Robbie is exactly 2 days older than me.
Yeah, Jacob Elordi is quite young. I don't remember how old
Well, that's... Oh, actually, yeah. Yeah, he's, mid to late 20s.
In fact, that I'm older than him is weird to me.
Me too.
Apparently, Emerald Fennell aged up the characters, but it's one of those situations where it doesn't make sense to do that, because if you make Kathy in her 30s, she's well past spinster age for the era, which would mean it's okay, so why can't her and Heathcliff marry then? What's the problem? No one gives a shit because Kathy is a spinster,
Well, she's not though. She's married.
But it's just weird. It's
literally where I am in the book, she is actually married.
I don't remember.
Because the Lintons are the people whose house she and Heathcliff go and lurk outside of, the ones who dog attacked her. And then Edgar, who's the elder Linton. Edgar and Elizabeth, I think. Edgar, the older brother, asks her to marry him. So she does, because Nellie sits her down. Well, no, she approaches Nellie and says, "I want to tell you a secret," and Nellie's all like, Don't tell me a secret. I'm not going to promise that I won't tell anyone. I don't like you as it is. I'm not going to just not." But she's like, "Well, I'm going to tell you anyway, bitch." And she says, "Edgar's asked me to marry him." And she's like, "Okay." And she's like, "Well, I want you to tell me whether or not you think I should marry him." And she's like, "I don't know. Should you marry him?" Like, "Well, maybe. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you." So she's like, "Okay, well, do you love him?" And then, "What? Why do you love him?" And she's like, "Well, I love him because he loves me, and he's handsome, and he's going to be rich soon." She's like, "Okay, those are terrible reasons, but why do you love him?" So then she's like, "Well, I mean, he's quite a good person, and he dotes on me, and he has plans for the future." Said, "Yes. Again, why do you love him?" She's like, "Stop asking me this question. No, but tell me why you love him." She's like, "Okay, I love him because he has a beautiful smile, and the sunset reflecting off of his face fills me with joy, and we'll be able to have a long life together." She's like,
What a crap.
"Again, none of this is why you love him." And then she's like, "Okay, well, what about this? He's going to get rich at some point, which means I can use his money to help make Heathcliff's life easier." And she's like, "Fantastic. An actual reason. The worst reason, but an actual reason for saying yes." So she's like, "Okay, do you think I should?" And she's like, "You know what? You're fucking made for each other. It's a terrible idea. I don't think it's a good idea, but you're made for each other."
The good question, because, like, when people are asked why do you love this person, a lot of people just don't really know how to answer it. I suppose, like, I think a lot of the time it's just not something you think about, it's just you feel it or you don't feel it.
Yeah.
Why do you love me?
I love you because you give me the strength to be able to get through every fucking day with a smile on my face and joy in my heart, and you know, you give me a sort of drive to go out there and be a better person, and I can also, like, use my own life experiences to help you grow as a person. Like, I've seen the way that you've changed over the last, like, 3 years, and I love that you have the capacity to be able to, like, move past some pretty damaging stuff from your life. Very similarly to how I have managed to do that. But I'm still working through stuff as well. So I love that, like, together we work really well. I love being able to just sit around and laugh at stuff. I love hearing you laugh. Like I've said, it's one of my favorite noises in the entire world. Like, you fill me with such joy and such hope, and, like, I just feel for you constantly, you know.
Yeah. You're gonna make me cry now.
This is why she told me I wasn't allowed to write my own vows for our wedding.
Yeah, even though I still cried at the ceremony, but I was just like, I can't do it. Yeah. But, like, I love you, like, what mostly comes to mind is, like, you give me the freedom to just be myself, like, and, like, I feel like I can always be comfortable, like, when I haven't ever really been fully comfortable with anyone, not even, like, my mum or anything like that, so it's, like, obviously there's more things, but it's, like, because I feel as if I can, like, I can still be, like, me, but I also can, like, push myself to be, like, a better version of myself all the time, and, like, you just accept it for, like, what it is, and you don't, like, make me feel bad about myself in some way, like, you don't, like, make me feel like I'm doing something wrong, I guess. I don't know how to explain that.
Like with me, how you just feel I feel comfortable to just live and enjoy every minute of life. Like, I've never had, before you, I was just going through the motions of just doing life because that's what I had and that's what I would do. But with you, I just feel, like you said, comfortable. I feel able to be myself. I feel free to just do what I feel like I want to do. And what I feel like I want to do pretty much always includes you anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I love spending time with you. I love just being in a room with you. I love taking you places and showing you things, and teaching you things and learning things from you, and just sharing this life.
And, like, it also, like, translates to, like, when we go in public together, like, I feel like I don't have to worry anywhere near as much as what I used to because, like, because I always have, like, your support in how I am, and you will, like, defend me against other people if, like, they're
Absolutely.
just misunderstanding me or, like, not liking, like, my quirks or something like that. Also, to get personal, like, it's also, like, so nice to not worry about, like, sexual aspects of our relationship where I feel like I can just, like, talk to you about it, and also I can just be, like, I can be comfortable in, like, how, like, weird and kind of insecure I am about sex and stuff like that without feeling like there's something wrong with me because you don't make me feel like there's something wrong with me for it, so.
There isn't.
I know, but, like, it's difficult because, like, the thing is, a lot of men just wouldn't be that accepting of it because it's not that so much that the average man is terrible, it's more just that the average man just probably would prefer someone who doesn't have baggage when it comes to, like, sexual interactions.
Probably, and then those people are clueless that life is full of baggage.
But I always think that, like most women seem to have baggage when it comes to sex.
Everyone has
anyway.
baggage when it comes to anything.
But like, I just mean with sex in particular,
Oh, yeah.
like women just seem to be quite like self-conscious with their bodies and like wondering if it's worth it to have sex with a dude when they've like been let down so often and stuff like that. And it's like, I feel like men just kind of, in general, like either they probably know this, but like they just brush it off or just pretend it doesn't really exist because they don't want to go into it, maybe. But like, we always talk about it, so it's like even when you see him uncomfortable, you always like, will you just stop and you talk to me about it? So it's like,
Yeah.
I never feel like I have to hide that I'm uncomfortable, or just like pretend or like lie about it or anything like that. Like, cause, like yeah, you obviously like when I'm being giving towards you like sexually, but it's not more important than like me being uncomfortable or anything. So.
Yeah, of course. Because your happiness is the most important thing to me. Like you being happy and comfortable and healthy, and you know, to have the freedom to be able to think and feel how you need is what I strive for. So of course I want you to have that freedom, and I want you to feel that way, because when you have those moments when something does come up that you have to address, I don't want to be the kind of person who just makes you push aside or bottle it up or pretend it doesn't exist, because it needs to be dealt with. Like, I've gone through enough shit in my own life that I've just sort of kept bottled away inside, that I know how dangerous and terrible it is to do so. And I wouldn't wish that on anyone, least of all the person I care about most in the world.
Yeah.
Which is why I always want you to have the freedom to be able to do
I also like love you because, like, the things that I like want to be, like I want to be, like eventually I want to be like a good mother, like I want to be like a supportive friend, and I want to be like, I guess, sexually confident, and I want to be a good like daughter-in-law and a sister-in-law. But you already believe those things about me, so it's like, well, since you believe those things about me, I guess I already am. So like it helps me to, you know, like realize that I'm not like I'm not like struggling with those things. I just am those things.
Yeah. The moment you wanted to be, you became it.
Yeah.
The only thing is just doing it.
Like if you have someone who believes in those things in you already, I feel like it becomes much easier to like realize them about yourself anyway. Because if other people, like the person you care about the most and love the most, like sees that in you already, then you're pretty much all the way there anyway.
Yeah. Because everyone is capable. You just need that support network.
Yeah.
You need the belief. And I believe in you. Every step of the way.
Sorry for making you stream so much.
Well, the thing is, it's fitting.
Because it's about a married dude.
Yeah. It fits very nicely. Also, on the topic of the game in question, this horrifying picture in the Historical Society of a certain red pyramided friend and some shit hanging around. Let's see what it has to say. Misty day remains of the judgment. It's him. Interesting of you to assume it's a man, though, James. There probably used to be a painting here. Only the Alan Smith, date of birth and death unknown. A scene of this area long ago. From the style, it looks like it was done sometime around 1820. There were not fewer people then, and only a handful of buildings. So yeah, we're in the Historical Society. Obviously, history of Silent Hill kind of stuff.
And it has a coat on for the first time and she's barking about it. She's got
The
like
photo is hanging here. Wiltsey Coal Mine.
I had to mention that, it was so cute. She had like a coat on with the hood up and she was just going barking with it. She was so excited showing it off, running around.
She was
That's
excited
so
about her
cute.
coat. Hello! Oh, she popped up. Oh, what are we looking at? James. What a lovely sound. Obtain. I got an obsidian goblet. I appear to be just picking shit up at this point. Ancient-looking goblet carved from pure obsidian, found in the old museum.
Makes me think of that System song. Obscenity.
Vicinity of obscenity.
Yeah.
A snake is carved into the stone. Banana, 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 terracotta, terracotta pie. Something particularly special about this photograph? A photograph is taken here. Brookhaven Hospital, 1880. This hospital was built in response to a great plague that followed a wave of immigration to this area. It was originally little more than a shack, but it gradually grew and grew. Brookhaven Hospital, if I recall correctly, is the one from the first game. Or is it this one? Stop it. It's not actually written on there. Pretty sure it was Brookhaven Hospital was the one from the first game. Photo of the director of the old Brookhaven Hospital. It looks like he was a famous person in town. Looks horrifying. There's a photo of a deep, deep hole. What could this be? It is my bum hole. Hello! Speaking of bum holes, she's pointing hers at you. Bless you.
Her snore's disgusting.
Especially when she snorfs all over our legs.
Hi.
There we go. Hey, she's getting her. Now we're going down a deep and scary hole. Deep and scary bum hole.
She's so sweet.
She's the sweetest.
You watching Daddy?
It's a very, very long staircase. Just keeps going and going. While in the background you hear things going more.
We're going to continue at Dark Times at first.
Hell yeah.
Because I haven't read a Dark Tower book since like October last year or something like that.
It's getting louder and more frequent. The bottom.
Do it.
No, she cuddling. She's so relaxed. What's
She's
this?
still sleeping because she just woke up.
Some kind of document is lying here. September the 11th, 1821 to 1820. Prisoner number C221. I can't read the rest. What is this? Oh look, it's another first aid kit. I hope I don't run out. I think now we're indoors, I might switch to the gun for a little bit. Might as well use some of this 306 shots. Oh, hello. How you doing? Happy to see you. Happy to kick you in the face. Oh, you over there? Kick you in the face too. Oh, okay. Oh, he's running. He's skittering. He's skittering away. Where is he? Yes.
You know how some people say marriage is not necessarily a trap, but like more restrictive. But it's funny because like I find marriage so freeing. Like it gives me like so much security and positive feelings that like it's probably one of the best things I've ever done for myself. Like I just don't feel restricted.
Yeah, I'm the same. Like, there are people who do approach marriage as if like marrying someone means the end of the ability to go out and do whatever the hell they want. But I think the reality is more that people just don't realize what they actually want to do with their time. Especially considering, like, it's not like I can't go out and do stuff. You don't stop me from doing things. In fact, often we'll do stuff together. I think people who think that way are just typically the ones who've found the wrong person. Someone who clearly doesn't approach life the same way they do. The hole's dark and I can't see anything. Will you jump down? Yeah, why not? Found a random hole, let's jump in it. What's the worst that can happen? Besides broken legs and death. And he's just gonna full-on jump.
I also think I don't stop you from like doing what you want because you don't take the piss like that because like you like respect like our time.
Sorry, babe. Cutscene.
Nothing sure.
We're in a well and somehow he did not. Oh, never mind. Carry on.
Yeah.
You can carry on.
I was saying that like you respect our time and also my time as an individual, so you don't take the piss by just like cancelling on us or like always going out somewhere and just not spending time with me. So it's like I feel like if you did that, I wouldn't be happy about you going out and I would say something about it. But because like you like respect me as a person, respect us like our relationship, so I just don't have a problem with it when you want to.
Yeah, I mean, anything that I do have planned, I always try and include you with it anyway. Obviously, there are some things that I unfortunately can't include you with, like, say, work, Christmas dinners and such. But beyond that, life is pretty much just something I can easily share with you.
Yeah.
Like I said, if someone is basically feeling like everything they do is being encroached upon by their partner, then clearly they need to discuss the boundaries of what they need, what their relationship is. Because otherwise, like, if they have things they want to do, but their partner's not letting them, then they need to figure out why that is.
Yeah. Also, like, I think because people know that they can do a lot of stuff to their partner or their spouse, and they will be forgiven for it because of the bond and the love that is there, and that's often why I think a lot of people do take the piss with like marriage and stuff because they know that essentially them being married to this person means that it's a lot easier for not as easy for things to like fall apart in that way because a lot of people will keep it going because you got married and also like they love you, so they're also gonna stay together for that reason too. And it's like people will just take advantage of this and will like do things that they know probably will upset or make their spouse angry, but they're like, well, I'll just do it anyway because I know I'll be forgiven because we're married and he or she loves me, so it's not going to affect it much in the long term. But in reality it would most likely be one of those things that builds up along with some other things that leads to you getting divorced,
Yeah. So say hello, Peanut, to everybody. Oh. It'd be impossible to climb this. Whoops.
It's like I know you'll forgive me for the vast majority of things, and like so I could do like pretty much anything, and you will forgive me even if I've really hurt you. But like I don't want to hurt you, so it's just like yes, I know I could do those things, and you would get over it, and we would move on. But it's like I don't want to hurt you, so I don't do those things, even though I know I could, because us being married and you being in love with me means that I would be forgiven for most things. But
I mean, loving someone means putting your heart as like the encompassing of all of what is you, who you are, all your strengths and your weaknesses into the trust of someone else.
yeah.
And being loved is them not abusing that trust.
Yeah, it's like even just with simple things like taking some of your chocolate without asking you first, like yeah, I ate that because I really wanted some chocolate, and you're like, well, why didn't you just ask me? I would have said yes anyway.
Yeah.
Like.
But instead, you just feel betrayed because you couldn't extend that one bit of courtesy. Sorry, we've also got a bit of progress with just this spot here. It feels different than a normal wall. I wonder if I could somehow break it.
And it's like, in my brain, if I was that kind of person, like, well, I know he'll say yes, it's like, it does matter though, just ask, because you say you respect your spouse, and you said that literally in your vows, that you will always respect him, so live up to what you promised you would, like you vowed you would.
Because, I mean, yeah, it may be a foregone conclusion that your partner will share said bar of chocolate with you. But at the same time, they may have, like, designs on that bar of chocolate for when they get home from work because they feel like they might need it to help get over whatever bullshit they've gone through that day. And they might be looking forward to it. Because everyone knows the heartache of having something in the fridge or in the cupboard that you're, like, really looking forward to. And then you get home and you find it's gone. Like, it's just a little bit of courtesy to be able to say, do you mind if I have this?
My dad would do that to me all the time.
Like 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be anything major. But on that 10th time, it's going to hurt. So we have uncovered a door.
The only time I remember my dad would often eat some of my stuff that was in the cupboard or the fridge, and he was like, well, I didn't know it was yours. I'm like, well, obviously you knew it wasn't yours. So it's like, why didn't you just ask whose it was? So you just took it without caring whose it actually was. He eventually did learn about it, but I was just like, really? You know it's not yours, so why are you acting as if, like, you're sitting down about this I was like, honestly, like, who the fuck does that?
Yeah, I don't understand people who eat other people's food from a fucking work fridge or work kitchen. Like, it's pretty obvious. If you didn't put something in a fridge or cupboard at a work, in an office or kitchen or whatever, and you don't have an explicit rule that says that things in this place are fair game, do not fucking touch it. Like we have a fridge at work where we're able to keep stuff, and everyone only once in the 8 years that I've worked there, has someone like messed with or eaten someone else's lunch from the fridge. And it was a big deal because that never otherwise happens. Like, you can put stuff in that fridge and trust that it will still be there when you want it. Sometimes, like, I always keep a pint of milk in the fridge because my cups of tea throughout the day. I will occasionally have either one of my colleagues in my room, in my particular office, or someone downstairs come in and say, hey, because they know it's my milk. They'll go, hey, do you mind if I have a spot of milk for my cup of tea or coffee or whatever? And I'll be like, that's absolutely fine. Go right ahead. You let me know so I know that will be gone, but at least just a little bit will be gone. But it's just, a little bit of politeness.
Yeah.
But you don't just fucking take it. Spiral writing key.
Especially since Ross also had it wrapped in cling film and had put his name on it.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, so obviously it wasn't the dude's sandwich, and he saw that it was someone else's name on the fucking sandwich, but ate it anyway. Like,
the battery on my flashlight, on my torch is dead.
Like, I don't know about companies' policy like that, but I would assume that a lot of companies would give you a warning about doing that to people, because like, I'm assuming that Ross just went hungry the entire day because he had nothing else to eat. Because the dude just ate his sandwich and didn't even finish it and threw it fucking away in the bin.
So obviously, like, in that particular instance, he lives in New York, so he could probably easily go and get food from elsewhere. So he didn't starve, but it was the fact that it was a very specific sandwich he only has once a year and gets really excited about.
Monica made it for him.
Yeah, it's the leftovers from the Thanksgiving meal and stuff, like, with the nice maker he fucking talks about. Like, I remember way too much about Friends. I don't know if anyone's aware of that, but I've seen every episode of Friends a dozen times and know it way too well.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like, it's something that he genuinely looks forward to all year long. So the idea that someone would not only eat it, but eat some of it and then throw it away is genuinely heartbreaking. Because he's going to have to wait a whole year until he can have that again. And it's just unfair. Like, don't fucking do that.
Like,
if you are someone who works in an office and you've ever looked in a fridge or a cupboard and thought, oh, I'll have that, don't. Or feel terrible about yourself. If anything, if you see something in a fridge or a cupboard that you go, that looks quite nice, I might like it, ask. Just say, hey, whose is this? Does anyone mind if I have some or have it? Because you never know, they might be generous enough. And if they're not going to be generous enough, and if you know that they won't be generous enough, then definitely don't fucking take it, because it's not yours.
Yeah, it's so strange. Like, I would, cause like I would assume like your company would give people a warning if they did that. Do they care like that? Or?
Well, you don't get a warning, but obviously you do get social ostracization.
Mm.
Like, it's not worth it in terms of how everyone will treat you afterwards.
Yeah, that would be painful because like it's an office, so like you would most likely have no one would really talk to you, and you'd just be like, I'm just gonna quit my job. Everyone hates me. It's like, well, yeah, not surprised.
So the curly writing key says, "'Tis doubt which leadeth thee to purgatory." And also, my torch has died. Oh. Oh, I can't combine that with my torch. Shush. No, Parkins. It's dark. I'm scared. It's locked. I'm even more scared.
Hello, baby.
Press the button. Nothing happened. Just a slide, just a flash. This tunnel has been nothing but bad. She agrees. What's she talking now?
Whiny today. How are you talking?
She talking much today.
Too bad. Peanut. You're gonna fall off. I'm trying to read my book. Do it.
Looks like I can't use this here. Can't use that here. It's locked. Doors fucked. And I'm trapped. I don't know if anyone can actually see anything on the screen right now. Because it is pretty dark. I wonder if I need to adjust that. Properties. Configure. Brightness. There you go. You can see a little better now. Though we're just in a dark room. Nothing exciting going on here. Apart from being locked in. Oh, bugs! So many bugs. Didn't think to use, did I? Key code. Oh, shit. 999, let me out. I'm dying. I'm dying from bugs. No. Turn the numbers. That's that thing, yeah. Pyramid Head painting. That's where we got the name from. Waterfront landscape. Date of birth 1820. There are only a handful of buildings. I'm dying. Oh. I love the way the bugs are just going up and down the wall like that. It's so cute. Good job I have a bazillion fucking health items, huh? $100 million bajillion dollars.
I just love that person. It's so funny.
The other day, I had a friend just randomly reciting to me the scene of that. You have no idea how freeing it is to feel the joy of a shaved scrotum. Oh, how's in the ghost? When I was insolent, I was put in a bag and beaten with reeds, quite standard, really. That's it. There's nothing like a shorn scrotum. It's really quite breathtaking. The details of my life are quite inconsequential.
I love Michael Myers just for his role as Dr. Evil. Like, it's so fucking funny.
He is the best part of those movies.
Yeah.
It's quite breathtaking.
Like, I feel like his acting went downhill after a while, but like...
He stopped trying.
Yeah, like, he definitely was just not good. But like, when he actually did try, it's actually pretty easy. With like, great physical comedy and all that. Like, when Mike Myers, like, actually tries, to be good in his role, like, he's actually good. But when he's not trying, which is most of the time,
Yeah, everything that he's done over like the last 15 years or so has been just phoned in.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's been deliberately making terrible movies just to get people to leave him alone or something stupid.
not a bad strategy for him.
No, it's a terrible strategy for an actor because what kind of an actor doesn't want to act? God damn it.
He still got that shoe. She still has like but it's quite small.
I definitely have to ask for the rest of it so she can have the whole thing. Like breathtaking.
I also love what was his name? The guy who plays
Seth Green.
yeah, I love him on Seth Green scenes. Forget it.
If a problem comes along, you must zip it. Zip it good.
I just loved it. I always felt like he and Mike Myers had like great chemistry.
Yeah.
Like it's an interesting term because you wouldn't think so if you just heard it, but
I died. Next up, my father is evil and he's trying to take over the world. We have Scott Evil. Just Jerry Springer with just evil fathers.
I love the Jerry Springer.
That whole scene is fantastic.
It's really
It's one that's not remarked upon often enough, I think, because
yeah.
how much progress did I just lose?
Because that's also actually Jerry Springer, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really funny.
But just like, you know, there's a fucking neo-Nazi, a Ku Klux Klan member. It's just like the whole squad of crazies in there. And just like Dr. Evil, and then he comes in and starting a fight. Oh, come along, dipshit. I'll kill you both.
Get away from me, you lazy-eyed psycho.
Give me a hug. Hug. Get away from me, you lazy-eyed psycho. Fucking love that scene.
So funny.
Hug. Hug. He just runs out the room going, hug.
I always felt like that was just not in the script, and it was just
Oh,
him,
no.
like,
That was-
freaking him out.
That definitely feels like a... Get away from me, you lazy-eyed psycho. Yeah, that was definitely one of those wonderfully little ad-lib moments. Oh, hello. Hello again. Yes, you come to sneeze on my face now, have you? Oh, dear. Hello.
Now we need to rewatch the Superpowers movies.
Yeah.
Well, at least the first two, I don't like the third.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the third one. I was never a fan of the third one. Ew! I was right. I said she would come sneeze on my face, and that's exactly what... Stop it!
The first one is the best one, though. The second one's still good, but I think the first one is the funniest.
He's not gonna make it. He died. Killed by a school of angry mutated... Please stop waving your bumhole in my face.
She's so cute.
Face! I know you want me to.
She's so cute. She's got fluff in her eyeball.
I didn't get it.
You have to turn her around. She's got fluff in her eyeball.
Peanut. That's not like your eyeball.
I thought it was on her.
It's just on her eye. Not by her eye. I'm going to the one place that has not been corrupted by capitalism. Spice!
It's so funny. You imitate it pretty well, too.
Thank you.
That's
Ah,
Tim Curry, if
Commando.
anyone's wondering.
Oh, people know it's Tim Curry.
So funny.
Ah, Commando.
I'm gonna be so sad when he leaves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sad enough that he's still stuck in a that he's gonna spend the rest of his life in that wheelchair.
Yeah. It sucks. But he is quite old for this situation.
Yeah, but he is also quite happy and still working. So
Is he still with
yeah, he does voice stuff.
him?
I mean, he's always done voice stuff. That's right. I hate to alarm you, dearest, but I appear to have lost the sight in my eye. I just love watching like 90s cartoons and just seeing him appear from nowhere. Just like, oh my god, it's Tim Curry. Like he was fucking Captain Hook in that Peter Pan and the Pirates of Neverland or whatever it's called.
He was?
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's just called Hook.
No, the cartoon series.
Oh, then I didn't realize.
Like Peter Pan and the Pirates of Neverland or something, I think.
Did you like the movie Hook? I haven't watched it in years.
I haven't watched it in years, but I remember I used to watch it quite a bit.
I watched it all the time too. I always thought it was quite scary. Like, that scene where they find their children have been kidnapped by Hook, and there's like, the wallpaper is ripped and everything from like, Hook just like destroying the room, and like he leaves like a ransom note. It's really creepy.
Toluca Prison Camp, built during the Civil War, later became Toluca Prison. Photos hanging there. Death by skewering. An execution by the prison. Death by skewering means or strangling. To choose the death is the prisoner's last taste of freedom. Painting is hanging here. Crimson and white banquet of the god for the gods.
You know, I miss like kids movies, like the ones from the 90s, being kind of like strange and kind of like mystical with like a lot of weird, creepy stuff. Like they're definitely not like that anymore. Like I miss, but like I feel like the 90s had a lot of cool kids movies for sure. Like that were like kind of freaky and a bit scary.
I'm gonna name some.
Well, like Hook and Jumanji, I think was also kind of.
Jumanji is a fucking amazing movie.
Because like
Fucking
as a
love
kid, I
Jumanji.
didn't realize how like damaging it was, but like, fucking the dude who is played by Robin Williams has like fucking PTSD after being sucked into the board and had to live that way, and like his parents died.
20 years,
What
like.
happened to him? And it's like the whole thing is fucked up.
But did you also realize that like his time spent in there, he's being hunted by that hunter, right?
Yeah.
And the hunter is played by the same actor who plays his father,
Oh.
which means he's being hunted by a facsimile of his father for the whole time
I
he's in
didn't know that.
there. No, you didn't notice that?
No.
It's fucked up.
It's so cool, but like it is horrifying because like the hunter just like comes into the real world and like starts fucking shooting at them like in like a supermarket and shit. I'm just like, this is horrifying.
And then he goes to a fucking sporting goods store and finds an even bigger gun.
Yeah, like the whole thing, like it's just a really terrifying movie. Like it doesn't seem like it when you're a child, but you watch it as an adult and it is fucked. It's really good though. But like I just miss like family movies and like kids movies kind of taking risks like that because they just don't do that anymore. Like I've obviously watched, you know, kids movies and family movies from like modern times and they're just so different. Like they kind of lack any real flavor. It's
And he
a bit sad.
bite.
Yeah, it's just kind of sad.
I was listening to a thing this afternoon about terrible adaptations of books, and one of the ones they were talking about was the Disney movie of Artemis Fowl, which obviously I've not seen, but I used to love reading those books. I was a bit older when they came out, so they weren't quite in my wheelhouse, but I did still enjoy them. Apparently, obviously it seems obvious when you realize it's a Disney movie, but when they made it, they severely downplayed the fact that Artemis Fowl was a fucking villain. You know, like the crux of the story. The fact that he is the bad guy.
Really? I don't remember that.
Really?
It's been years.
I mean, like, the plot is literally Artemis Fowl is like a super genius villain.
I don't remember.
Like, that's his deal, is that he is a bad guy.
I definitely need to reread
But he's
them
12.
sometimes.
Yeah,
but,
so do I.
I don't remember how young I was, but like younger than pre-teenage, I think, when I was reading them. And I really liked them as a kid. I do remember that at least.
The door at the bottom, the door is locked.
When I was a kid, I always associated with them being boy books. Are they boy books?
I mean, they're about a boy,
So that are they aimed at boys or what?
I suppose. I mean, they're just aimed at kids.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure. Like from my perspective as a child, I was like, these feel like boy books. Like, no, there's no problem with that. I just always felt like they were boy books. It's kind of like Lord of the Flies is a boy book.
Yeah, Lord of the Flies is definitely a boy book. But again, it was written in an era when people were unapologetically writing books specifically designed for specific genders.
Yeah. At least with children, anyway. But I love Lord of the Flies, if anyone's wondering.
I need to reread that. It's been a very long time.
Me too. I love that book.
I
It's
haven't
so
read it
good.
since I was a kid.
I was a bit apprehensive about reading it for the first time, actually, when I did read it, because
Because it's a boy book.
no, because it seems quite hated for some reason. It's kind of like with Catcher in the Rye. I was like, I don't know what to expect because both of these books seem quite hated by so many people. But I actually love both of them.
I love Catcher in the Rye.
I haven't read it in a long time. I need to reread it again as well. See what I think. But
I think my
I love
copy
both of them, and I thought Lord of the Flies was amazing. Like I couldn't stop reading it. Like I was just riveted by the whole thing, and felt like it was fascinating.
Yeah, there it is. There's my copy of Catcher in the Rye right there, right next to June. Hell yeah.
Very minimalist.
Yeah. I couldn't find a copy with the cool,
Yeah,
the horse cover.
I love the
Do you
original cover. I think it's so cool.
I was one of the posters. Peanut.
It's really cool, isn't it? It's quite unique for like a cover, I think. It's very distinct.
I think it's the number of bugs on the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, it's not that. I don't remember how you get the answer to this puzzle. Peanuttin'. Well, okay then.
She booped me. So
She booped. Oh, so yes, we do seem to be sideways in a corridor. Oh, Monsters is back. Looks like the lock is broken. Where are you? Hello. Sorry.
so desperate to see what would come on the
Hell yeah.
She's just staring at
I know the feeling.
me.
Dancing on the ceiling.
Just staring.
Yeah. She's so fucking cute.
Like, when she stares at me like that with just her big eyes, like, it's so sweet. And she's just, like, telling me in dog language that she loves me. I was like, oh, don't look at me like that. It's my heart.
But it should make it explode with joy because she's so loving.
Because it just, I don't know, I get overwhelmed with, like, how much she loves me sometimes, you know? Like, I'm just like, it's so sweet that my dog loves me that much.
She do. She loves you more than life itself. She loves you almost as much as I do.
Probably more just because dogs are like very like one-track minded when it comes to humans, and they don't have much else going on. I guess.
They are, but I really fucking love you.
I love you. I just mean that dogs tend to be obsessed with humans too, like more than a person can be obsessed with another person in a healthy way, just because they tend to like only focus on the human and food. So they don't really have capacity to like.
It's pitch black. Put on the door. Can't tell how far the blackness stretches. Will you go down? We're gonna keep going down.
Like, they don't have the capacity to love others in the same way. Like with humans, they do love other people like as deeply, just like platonically speaking. But dogs just don't really feel that way about people, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, like they say, a dog is the only thing that can love you more than it loves itself.
Yeah.
Which isn't true because I love you more than I love myself. Also, we a church or a school? Because of course we are.
My legs are covered in scratches.
Look who it is. Hi, Eddie. What you doing with that gun then?
A person ain't no big deal.
What a perfectly normal way to begin a conversation.
Put the gun to their head. Pow.
Okay. Cool.
You killed him? But it wasn't my fault. He made me do it.
Calm down, Eddie. Tell me what happened.
That guy, he had it coming. I didn't do anything. He just came after me. Besides, he was making fun of me with his eyes, like that other one.
Just for that, you killed him?
What do you mean, just for that?
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
Oh yeah? Why not? Till now I always let people walk all over me. Just like that stupid dog. He had it coming too.
Eddie?
No, fuck you, Eddie.
I was just joking, James. He was dead when I got here, honest. Anyway, I gotta run.
You're going out there alone?
Yeah.
Eddie?
Yeah. Oh, Eddie, you fucking psychopath. It's a corpse. The body is marked with bullet holes. And there's blood everywhere. You got something by it? Anything interesting? Nope. Okay. What we looking at there, James? Oh, floor drink. It's a shame the guy didn't drink that after he got shot. Might have saved him some death. Where are we looking? Where are we looking? What's this? Oh. Tablet of Gluttonous Pig. Metal tablet with Gluttonous Pig drawn on one side. Found it in the dining room. Look at it. Gluttonous Pig. He's chilling out there with his big old whatever they were. Another floor drink.
You know something I've realized since being with you
What's that?
is that I do deserve to have the kind of like relationship structure and dynamic that I want. Like,
Yeah, of course.
I don't need to accept like someone who's, I don't know, like wishy-washy about monogamy, or is like, I kind of like threesomes, or like I want an open relationship where like, when I was much younger, I would just kind of accept those things, like, yeah, okay, cool, like that sounds fun, but in reality I just wasn't interested and never will be and never have been. And it's like, I never wanted those things, and it's like, I do deserve to have the like monogamous relationship that I've always wanted, that is just like two people who really love each other and always there for each other, with like no complications in that sense. Like, obviously there will be complications because of life, but I mean ones that are within control of the relationship. And it's just really
Yeah. I'm glad. Also, we're in a prison now.
So I'm not saying anything about open relationships, not like, it's just, I don't those things. I also find the idea of compassion for myself personally. Not like, I'm not saying other people should feel that way, it's just that I feel a bit disturbed by them, like they make me feel uncomfortable, so like if I imagine I would just feel really uncomfortable.
Yeah. As would I.
And it's like, it's similar to people who are polygamous or like open relationships where they feel really uncomfortable about the idea of monogamy. Like, it's the same thing. Like, that's fine because it's something that's really not for them and they feel restricted by it and not free with it like I do. So it's just different things.
If it's your thing, it's your thing. And all the more power to you. I hope you find someone who shares that with you so that you can have it. Like, you deserve that just as much as we deserve to have our monogamous relationship.
Yeah. And the thing is, it
That's saying
probably
true.
sounds like I'm complaining about nothing because the default is monogamy and it always will be and it always has been. Like, it's what we've built society around, to, at least in the Western society, to be monogamous because it's the easiest to do the same thing.
our laws and everything are all weighted around the idea of a monogamous two-person marriage.
Yeah, just because it's the most simple and easiest to do, and so it makes sense why we've defaulted to that. So like I get why people are like, well, it's not really an issue. No, it's not. But like when I was much younger before I met Nathan, I always felt like I was guilted into like wanting monogamy, and like I just stuff.
Yeah, sorry. 436 people at a recital. Oh. Recital 436. Oh. Burning Man. Burning Man. It's quite some art. It's quite some art you got going on there.
Should I continue?
Woman in Flight. I think so for now, yes.
So like I was guilted into like making me feel like I was boring because I wanted monogamy. Like it was a cool thing to be like in an open relationship or like a poly one. There's different things of funny and like that I was uncool because I wanted monogamy like so badly, and I liked the possibility of it, and I wasn't interested in ever having like threesomes or anything like that. I just felt like I was made to feel like I was boring and uninteresting, you know, like because I was very traditional in like how I see relationships, and I still am. But I realized that I'm not boring because I wanted those things. There's nothing wrong with it. Like it's kind of like someone like mocking you because you like vanilla ice cream. When there's like so many different flavors of ice cream now, not just vanilla, you know. When it's like it's the default because it tastes really good.
Metal tablet with the oppressor drawn on one side, found in the side. But yeah, like all the iron bar door is tightly closed. Can't force it open. Oh shit! Using trouble now. Nothing of interest magazines. Quick, put your hand in the toilet. There we go. Yeah, it's. I get that people are into that kind of thing, into open and polygamous relationships and all, but there's a certain like push when people started to really understand what it was and like go for it, and then the idea started to spread. The idea started to spread that, you know, it's the cool thing to do, because everything goes through these phases where people are like, hey, I really like that I got this idea, so therefore I want it. Even though most of the time it's just a little fad thing, and when you've got something like a polygamous relationship, it's really fucking up people to try and force that on them. But obviously, knowing or learning that you have every right to live how you want, as much as everyone else does, without having it forced upon you, is a very important life lesson that everyone needs to take to heart. Like, just because your partner might want a thing, if you don't want it, you don't have to have it. You don't have to force yourself to do the thing just because you want to be with that person. Like, I get that it sucks that you might want to be with someone who has a desire that doesn't match up with yours, but we have to be more willing to let go of these things, because otherwise you're just forcing yourself into that situation that's going to make you unhappy and uncomfortable for no reason.
Yeah.
If you have to force yourself into something you don't want to do to be with someone, that person's probably not worth it.
You initially signed up for a monogamous relationship, and like it's more like it's unkind to just accept that you initially agreed to a monogamous relationship, and that's how things are, and you never wanted to change it. And so it's like the person who wants the open relationship should never bring it up, and they should just get over it or leave you. Like, if it matters that much to them, then they need to leave, and then the relationship you can be with someone who wants monogamy as much as you do, or just get over it and accept that it will never happen. Like, you have to decide what's more important to you, you know?
Yeah. Because just as much as you deserve to have the relationship you want, they also deserve it. And if you can't have the relationship you both want together, then, you know, one of you will always be unhappy, and there's no need to force that.
Like, being monogamous is like actually
Yeah, but
identity, so it's like, it's not something I ever use out to, and it's something I base a lot of my values upon. Like, relationship structures are like quite influential on how you think and feel about so many things. So it's like, if you're into like polygamy, it's usually kind of obvious that you are, because your values and your views are usually pretty different to someone who is monogamous at their core, you know? Like, it is like part of my identity and how I see the world and how I react to different things. Like, I think a lot of people like to think that what relationship structure they want and what they desire to doesn't have much impact on their life or views, but that's just not how humans operate. It's like having a lack of interest in relationships also will impact your views and values too.
Yeah.
Like if you're aromantic or asexual, stuff like that, you know. The absence of wanting those things is also something that's a big deal to who you are as a person.
and is also entirely valid. And again, if you can't do that, if you can't have a romantic relationship with someone, then don't force them into a relationship with you, and don't expect them to match your energy. Like, you deserve to find the relationship you want. Just find that person. Just accept that it may not be the first person you come across, or the second person, or the 10th person. You just keep looking until you find your person. Like, Paige wasn't the first person I ever was in a relationship with or ever spoke to. Like, I mean, as I said in my wedding speech, like, when I found Paige, I literally had just given up trying to find someone. I was just gonna put all that on the back burner and not bother for a while. And it was only because a friend of mine convinced me to give it one last try that I ended up messaging her, and then we wound up together, and here we are, nearly 10 years later, married, living together, got a puppy, extremely happy together. Like, you keep looking and you will find that person. Like, the only time you won't find them is if you stop looking. It's the same with anything.
Also, don't try too hard. Probably make it easier if you don't try too hard.
Yeah, I mean, obviously don't like put 100% of your effort into it. Don't let everything else fall apart. Like, you got to find that balance between looking and living, because you can't focus your whole relationship around the idea of being in a relationship. Your whole life around the idea of being in a relationship. Like, there's more to life than just being in a relationship.
Your sister is like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I love you, sister, in-law, but you are kind of like that.
Yeah. But yes, on that interesting note, unfortunately our 2 hours have come to pass. Like, that was a journey. It was a journey.
What, the game?
The game and the conversation, just the stream in general.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it. I feel like we've gotten a lot done, both in game and in real life. A lot of important shit has been said. A lot of emotions bared. Got to see what we're like in a more romantic situation, although we don't necessarily sit around all day going, I love you, and I love this about you, and this is what makes me feel special about you.
We say I love you to each other constantly.
Yeah, we say I love you constantly, but it's more of just it's our thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, we don't just sit here just being all like lovey-dovey, soppy.
No, that would piss me off.
Yeah,
Like
I
that.
mean,
Like, you're being a bit much.
Yeah. But when those moments come around, they're nice, because we can share that kind of thing. So yeah, if you're going to take anything away from all this, just aim for your happiness. Figure out what it is that would make you happy and balance your life towards it. Don't 100% shove everything into that, because unfortunately, life is a bit more of an important and involved activity than just constantly seeking one thing. You've got to learn to balance it along with everything else in your life, but learn to balance it. Figure out what matters, balance it with everything else, and, you know, aim for happiness, because happiness is the key, I think, to life. But beyond that, do you have anything else you would like to add for the people?
No.
No?
Just good luck everyone if you're searching for someone. Because I know it was Valentine's Day, the other day, so...
Oh, yeah, there is that too, yeah.
So, I hope it didn't make anyone sad. I know a lot of people place importance on it, but you personally don't. I'm not being a not like other girls situation. I literally just don't.
No, we as a couple, we don't do the whole Valentine's Day thing. It's just we don't understand the point of focusing all of your effort on one day.
It just feels like companies manipulating me. I just go to fuck.
I mean, hell, we barely saw each other on that day because you were not feeling too well.
Yeah.
So it was mostly just checking up on each other, making sure you were okay, making sure you had what you needed.
Yeah, I was in bed just resting because I still have an ear infection and it still hurts, but that day I felt really shitty.
Yeah. So it was just me looking after her here and there and then just going about our thing. But that's ideal because that's just the same as every other day, you know?
Yeah.
One of us is always looking after the other one because our bodies suck.
Yeah.
But aside from that, Thursday, usual Persona 3, carrying on with that. This weekend is a bit of a busy one, so I failed to stream over the last weekend, obviously, for various reasons. I was unwell Sunday, she was unwell Saturday. It happens. I might see about doing a stream on Sunday as well. Maybe some more Silent Hill 2, I'm not sure, because I'm just in a Silent Hill mood, because of, playing Silent Hill F so much in the background. But other than that, like I said, join us on Thursday, more Persona. Other than that, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you don't find yourself trapped in endless pits of despair, be they literal like found in the game, or metaphorical like found in life when you're searching for things you just can't find. And, appreciate the people you've got as well. Just turn to them every now and then and just tell them how much you love them, Your friends, your family, just keep everyone tight. Remind everyone.
Puppies, your cats, your snakes,
Yes.
your lizards,
Yeah, all those things too.
rabbits.
Bunnies. And yes, other than that, I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.